We are live. At least we should be live. It'll update in a minute. Oh, I bet you I can tell how long the delay is based off of how long it says viewers waiting for. That was a good 10 seconds. Alright, welcome to the one person who's here. I'm not sure... Do I have the document open? I do. Okay. Alright. Well... Oh, voice, come on. Excuse me. Well, the one thing I'll throw out there for you is you can generally tell how late I was up the previous night based off of when I closed the Discord bot. Now, when was... Yeah, okay, so for the past 3 nights, I've been up till around 4 a.m. playing with people in California time. And that was prior to this previous night. Last night I went to bed at 1 a.m. A more reasonable time. I'm sure most of you operate on those hours anyway. But the 3 previous nights I was up till 4 a.m. playing with people, again, on California time. Just because I didn't actually have to go to class this week. Final start next week? As I start... I don't know. It's not for another couple days, so I don't need to worry too much about it. I don't actually start. It's just there's a week of time where I can't have finals. But, that meant that I turned off my alarm since I was waking up later than normal. Although I kept sitting up and looking at the clock at 9 a.m. and going back to bed. I figured I'd do the same thing today, but today when I sat up and looked at the clock, it was 12:30. So, here we are. Now, it said there's a whopping 0 concurrent viewers. And I don't know if I should give that a minute. I'm going to assume that somebody has issues. There's something popping up here. It looks like this works. Yep, okay. That's not all that much delay. Yeah. Anyway, there's a recording. I will go ahead and just post the recording if nobody shows up, as I'm the one who's late. Now, it is the 1st of June. In the previous month, we didn't get any UFO missions. We got a couple of church missions and had a negative 500-ish score. We have to craft. We've used the Seamaster a couple times because the Triton was deployed. This space... oh, voice. Excuse me. We almost have a sonar done here. This base will need a sonar soon. Some of it just to be having connection issues. The concurrent viewer is flashing up and down. And I don't think there's anything too crazy. What are we researching? Because I never have a gauge on where we're at there. It looks like most of the important projects are done. Protection from acid is useful, something I should grab. Particle disturbance is a dead-end project, which I'm not going to use myself. Armed detection vessel. So this is a dead end into... It leads to a dead end, and I'm not going to use either of these. Past that, I think I'm done here. Gives us access to the cuttlefish. The cuttlefish only did 36 damage, if I remember correctly. Welcome, we have a good 3 people in here now. I've just been going through... going through and refreshing my knowledge of what we're actually doing. We've already researched an aquatoid medic. I don't know that any of the autopsies are going to give us what we want. Because I think you need to research the actual corpse for a lot of these. And the calcinite corpse leads us to whatever this is. Great, okay. Alien containment, vibroblade. I thought we had to research one of the terrorist variants to get something. But I don't know how true that is. I'm pretty sure that's it. Welcome. It looks like chat shows up correctly on screen, or at least it should in a minute here. Alright. And were people here for my explanation, or do you want me to run through that again? Oh, right. Great. Well, great. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just made dinner. That's funny. Yeah. No, the long story short is you can tell when I wake up and go to bed based off of when the XCOM bot gets launched and shut down. So last night I went to bed at something like 1 a.m. But the previous 3 nights I went to bed at 4 a.m. because I was playing with people on California time. And so I normally have an alarm that goes off at 9. I shut that off because I wanted to sleep through 9. I normally wake up around 9:30 and then go back to bed in that case, but today I woke up and it was 12:30. So we're here a bit late. And I should also add that the only reason I didn't stream yesterday is because I have nobody has equipment. Is because I had a deadline of 2 p.m. that I had to be off by. I don't have that same deadline today as you can guess, so we're here for as long as the month takes. And I believe it's the right side, 1, 2, 3. I don't know that anyone's hitting 60 strength. Maybe we can cut that down by a good 12? Yeah, I guess anybody with 50 strength should get this lit out. Oh, and welcome. Okay, well, I don't know what aliens are going up against. I don't know if Gillmen have some amount of armor. Nah, you're making yourself some pasta with meatballs. Very nice. But yes, I'm a little concerned because I'm pretty sure Gillmen have armor off of experience with the Dart auto gun. Yeah, because the 18x4 rounds we shot two of those into a Gillman, and a chunk of the ammo did no damage. So our shotgun here, 20x6, probably won't fare any better. So we're just going to have to see how that goes. You're at 29. I'm going to put you here. What's your accuracy? Probably should base this off accuracy, so that's what I was doing originally. You guys are 60-ish, so I'll leave you with shotguns. That's not a shotgun. And you can just go ahead and drop that. That's good enough for a rifle. That's not good enough for a rifle, but you're strong. Oh, I also probably don't need the gas cannons indoors, do I? And we're back here. You absolutely got a rifle. 44, 58, no, that's not going to... Cutting that down by 12 isn't going to work. On a somewhat funny note, the streamer I watched who started his TWoTS playthrough just before yours also had a cruise ship a few days ago, and my named agent proceeded to blow himself up and all the equipment with a gas cannon. I see. Yeah, I have a feeling the gas cannon's not going to be quite as useful because we're using explosive rounds indoors. But I mean, I could be proven wrong. This guy's strong enough to carry it, so we'll leave Zephyr here with it. Ah, you're not quite there. Oh, yeah, we have the laser rifle. It was on the second stage of the cargo ship. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. You're not quite there either. I feel like we have enough rifles. Hold on, do I have this number 7 loadout for the rifle? I do. And you have the Dart auto pistol, which is useful. Second, you can carry extra items. This looks fine. Okay. So at this point, we're sort of back to start. I'm going to pretend it won't be nighttime and start giving out things like medkits. You have a motion scanner already. You don't need this over the med kit. You can have, nothing. I have a scanner. You're not all that strong. You are strong. Here's a med kit. Should really be doing this instead. Can I do that with you two? I can. Okay. Not quite. You're already equipped. You're already equipped. You have a lot of weight to spare. I guess you get one of these. Acts as a fire extinguisher and acid neutralizer. Yep. That is exactly why they're here. And you also have one, though you can carry a medkit too, it looks like. You have a medkit, have a neutralizer, Well, we have one neutralizer to spare in items here? Yeah, we have the harpoon stun clips, that's cool. It means we can carry jet harpoons instead, I forgot about that. It means we can get rid of the standard harpoons. Okay. You have enough weight for this, and that's going to be good enough for equipment. I did actually want to intercept that. There's a good chance this is a day. Alright. Isn't it Mother's Day in the States tomorrow? I don't know. Should probably check on that. It's a night mission, of course. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. That's good to know. Mission is a bug hunt? Ah, great. Okay. And it's nighttime. I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oh yeah, it's a cruise ship, so they actually have their own lights. Now, you have... Nobody nearby has a shotgun. Ah, Crispix, you are on this mission. So I have a couple options here, and none of them are good. How many aliens do you see? Hold on, where's the other 4? Ah. Okay. So how we're going to start this mission out is playing Dangerous. Okay, that paid off. You two are a problem. I don't know if you can see them. You can see the deep one. Hmm. I have a feeling this guy needs to die, though, since he has grenades. Can't hear game audio, by the way. That's interesting. Because I fixed that earlier. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get, like, a generic window I can swap to. Here we go. Swap to... Why is this not working? Properties. That should fix it. Let me make sure the recording also has audio, because that'd be a pain. The recording has audio. Okay. Anyway, you... get you out of the way. So your line of sight goes along this diagonal, which means... You're safe, you're also safe, but I want to shoot this guy instead of the deep man. Deep man, deep one. Because I'm concerned that this guy has grenades. If this guy has a sonic weapon. This guy absolutely has to die. But I'd like to give whoever shotguns him the best chance. We can hear it now. Nice. Okay. And did I minimize chat on accident? It doesn't look like I did. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do with this. The other thing to note is we're probably just not winning. So I might be overthinking this quite a lot. Where did our equipment spawn, actually? Here, so you have the equipment. Okay. What that allows me to do is have you fire up here. Are you gonna shoot both of them? Okay, the second shot just completely missed. That's good. You can move, you can move. You haven't done anything yet. Are you... Yes, you're extremely accurate. You should most definitely get out of the way. Well, you shot him. If you step one tile forwards and drop this, that should be out of ammo for that guy. And now Crispix gets to... Hold on, can you just run up next to him? How much? 30? Alright. Moment of truth as to whether or not the Gillmen have armor. They have armor. That's not good. Now, I'm surprised he didn't react. I think we're just... If you walk away, do you get shot? No, okay. I think we're just going to auto-fire into his front. Okay. It's dead. And you get to turn over here and apparently not see the Gillman? Is that due to line of sight range? I'm gonna guess that it is. There we go. Okay. That's everybody immediately at spawn. Let's drop a couple smoke grenades and spread out. You fired, you fired, you fired. You didn't fire. You step one to the side and drop a smoke here. And you should drop a smoke all the way back here. And at this point, we're just gonna have to hope that the only... I think smoke height's limited to 1 in this mod. It's like 1 or 2. We're just gonna have to hope that's good enough, because they're going to be above us, and they can probably see through the smoke if they get close enough. There's the door here. Is there... We'll have you go stand here, look this way. Though the shotgun's not going to be all that useful against the Gillman if they're just going to tank it. We'll have to see how this goes. You can do something similar. You only have 50 time units? A little over. Just spread out for most of you, and... We're gonna have to call that good enough. You 3 could explode. We're just gonna have to hope you don't. Yep. We need to remember that guy's in there, because I don't think he can get out of that room. No, I want you to step to here. Great. At least we have motion scanners. You see a guy on the roof? Is that... That looks like just a rifle to me. Okay, and you're gonna want a real weapon. I have a feeling the X-Rifle's the better choice here. I don't know how much we care about armor piercing. I don't know that either of these guys have high enough armor to where the 40 damage of the X-Rifle is going to be an issue. Now, you two down here, you have 80 time units. And you still have super high accuracy there. Okay. Well, we're gonna... We probably want the motion scanner out if we're being safe about this. Go ahead and stand in this corner and tell me what you see. So this is the lowest level. It only goes up from here. But all that means... Okay, it's a civilian. I'm gonna assume that that guy would have fired at the civilian first. You don't have time units, though. Here, go ahead and move. Oh, that was the ceiling? Alright, great start. Well, somebody's gonna need to go upstairs. You are going to continue to sit here at spawn and just play the role of artillery. Civilian meat shield. I mean, I guess the civilian... Nah, might not be in line of sight. So yeah, this guy could have reacted and tried to kill somebody. Let's head upstairs. Get out 2 tiles. Some people throw smoke for you. Good job, and we probably don't want people ending their turn on the staircases. I don't know how well covered in smoke that is. Okay. And there's a guy in here. That window could become a problem quite quickly. Have you guys keep looking that way. Yeah, good luck. What? Killed one of themselves? Okay. Well, here we go. You again with the scanner. 2 of these are probably civilians. Number 3 is probably an alien in a room. Oh, you have a scanner. Okay, did that guy exit the room? It looks like he did. Can you hit that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you always hate the cruise ship because you just have to search for aliens all the time. I mean, it's pretty accurate. It's why I have motion scanners all the time. Because while it's super useful figuring out where the aliens are, it also helps you go fast and make sure that you sweep the entire map. Once they start panicking, it's another story, but generally 2 turns of scanning is good enough clear to verify that nobody's here. Now, I'm not sure what this guy's going to be doing. And I also don't know that you really want to walk up to the window. You don't need to follow, you don't need to follow. You should go with... You shot one of the aliens. You can go all the way over to here. You can watch the staircase even if you can't do anything about it. So this is in the hallway, which means it could be an alien. You can head over towards the staircase. You two should stand something like this. And that's our civilian. Other civilian is upstairs. Alien is in the room through the door, I presume? Because that's a chair it can't stand on and it can't fly, so it's in the room. Go ahead and get all the way inside here. And supposedly this box blocks line of sight, so I'll have you stand here too. You two get ready. And you'll continue to sit on the scanner. At least for this turn. Okay, you don't have time. You don't have time units. You're probably too close then. You go upstairs next turn and you already shot somebody. That's what we call lucky. Oh, never mind. You have an insane amount of health. Do you have... No, you probably have a medkit on you. No. Do you have a medkit? No. Do you have a medkit? No. Who has a medkit? You do. Okay. Well, I'd tell you to shoot back. You see 2 aliens? That's not really what I wanted to see in there. Do you see one of them? You see the guy upstairs. Take a shot at him. No line of fire? Alright, never mind. I guess you don't see him. One of you guys fire all the way up there. I will take that. Yeah, we're gonna see... Oh, you can make it all the way down there. You have 34 left when you get there too. Shoot the gill... Not... The, deep one. Names are... how far should you run? I don't know that you want to stand in front of the window. Yeah, you're still down 20 health. Time units, okay. Well, we know for a fact that this guy's in here. Got him once. Can you hit it? Maybe we're not bringing the shotguns to these missions. Well, that also means that I can take one of you two, walk up to, like, here and fire. Huh. Yeah, it's early missions, so this was expected. I would like the motion scanner back. Do I gamble that it doesn't have time units left? At least you get to witness your soldier die in real time. Yeah, that's... I mean, that's something. Here. Okay, you didn't die. You're... probably going to die. Great. Can you get to the top of the stairs and see it? Oh, you can. Okay. Alright, we got one. Yeah, the gas cannons are going to carry us through this mission, but I'm not confident in whatever's going on in the hallway here. Yeah, that's a good direction to run in. Go ahead and grab the scanner for me. There is somebody right here. That could be... That could absolutely be an alien. I'd like to... You're injured. I'd like to kill you without destroying the stuff on your tile, but I think we're just gonna have to deal with loss of stuff. Yeah. That's fine. Now, you two inside are... Where is this? That guy is somewhere upstairs. Wait, is this guy on that tile? Barrel here, table here, could be standing there, but there's already a corpse here, which has me thinking that the aliens might have passed back to that spot. Now this guy could absolutely be on any level. But I'm going to shoot here again. Well, I'm glad the civilian moved. Yeah, somebody could be in here? Don't know. What I am super tempted to do is have you walk over... Oh, hold on, you're down here. Go grab the gas cannon again. You'll just do this whole mission. I was correct. Okay. Now, I'm not really sure what to make out of the hallway here. Because there was an alien in here at some point. And I don't really want to push down the hallway with just one guy. Let's get a second one of you into here. We have a mix of shotguns and laser weapons. At least you have an optimal weapon for this. There's so many shotguns. You might be swapping. You might be swapping some equipment around. Yeah, we'll do that over this next turn here. You can drop that. Can you pick this up? No. We will see how much I care about grabbing a spare clip for that thing. You're here for Overwatch, you're here with a scanner. Damn. Wow, okay, yeah, I guess you're pulling the medkit back out. 4 is a really impressive number for getting fatal wounds out of that. You can just fire the rifle. Where's that guy? I don't think there's anything super important nearby. Ah, there's a roof though. Yeah, you should fire the rifle. Maybe not. That's fine. It's nice that people aren't dying immediately, though. Because this could be going much, much worse. Yeah, that's you over here. There's no way we're actually close to... Those are both civilians. There's no chance this is going well, right? We don't expect a balanced XCOM early game. You can fire to the so... Random note. The auto-shot range on the X-rifle is 25 tiles, and soldiers cannot even see further than 25 tiles. So why would you use anything else? Well, go ahead and take your 3 shots. How far did that bullet go? Oh no, we're not even... We can't even see half the map right now. Yeah, okay. It takes you some amount of... Well, that could be worse. We may have actually killed everything on this side of the map. And I can't quite throw grenades down the hall, or I'd try. I don't know how far the aliens can see. Although you can fire an aim shot down the hall and find out? Or not? Okay. Yeah, you guys might not want to stand here if these guys can see you. Or we can just have you throw a smoke. That's good enough. Probably want one up here too, but I'm not really sure what the thickness looks like. It all kind of looks the same to me here. You have full-time units. You see nothing around the side of the building here? Okay. Oh, you don't want to stand by that window. I'm torn on whether or not we leave now or stay for the long run. We really want a Deep One corpse. There's one inside the room here. But at the same time, I do know that less aliens spawn on early missions. We kind of need somebody on the side of the ship here to guarantee that there's nobody downstairs. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have you stand in here. Scanner reads a whole lot of nothing. Deep One, I really would like to know what these guys' armor value is. I don't know if I should even try with a shotgun or just swap everybody out for the next mission against aliens. I'm going to... Yeah, let's take a look and see if we can find this. I've done this before. This drive, XCOM, we have user, mods, we are playing... Is it called TWoTS? It is called TWoTS. Probably best to swap. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, if they only have, 6 rear armor, then having a couple guys with shotguns would be super useful. But if they have 10 plus armor all around, then the shotgun's just going to be useless. Is it rule sets? I don't think it's... It'll be armors? Armors? Okay. Deep 1, armor 0. How many instances of deep 1? Okay, so there's only one for deep 1 armor. Damage modifiers? Okay. Reaver's files were a lot nicer. There was a little comment for what each damage type was. It looks like they take full damage from kinetic, though, assuming that's the first one. I don't see any armor values, though, which is somewhat annoying. Yeah, okay. So there's nothing in this file. I can change the screen to this one way or another. Hold on. Okay, let's go into properties and throw code.exe. Is that actually what this is called? Yeah, there you go. I'll just full screen that. Now, there's another file, alien races, alien missions, alien deployment. So this is armors. We have Deep 1 armor 0. There's also Gillman armor 0. There's just damage modifiers, recovery, health, type. Okay, you're overthinking this. Take a shot every time you kill an alien playwright. Well, chat's a bit in the way. Yeah, hold on. Can I just hide chat? Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Just shoot them and see what happens. That's never gone wrong before. It's funny. But no, I mean, there really should be armor values in here. Oh, front, side, rear, under. So there's your Lobster Man armor. Do they not have armor? Do they just have a lot of health? Gillman 0, Deep 1 0. They appear to just not have armor. But then what's their health? Here's the alien races rule file. I have a feeling this is what actually deploys aliens and not... races is what shows up in the hyperbrief decoder for who crews the craft rather than what their stats are, but I'm going to check anyway. Not calcinite, I want... Give me deep one. I just scroll. Yeah, no, that's what that... This is not the right file. Alien deployment, alien items, alien missions, alien races. It's probably units, right? Units.rule? Yeah, here we go. There's some actual stats. Deep one? Gilman? Okay. So they're vanilla. If this didn't add any... Yeah, changing vanilla stats. Lobsterman, Tricene, adding new ones. So it's just vanilla. So the... Oh, wait, what's their vanilla armor then? I don't even need to worry about this. Alright, hold on. Let's fix the window. Cancel? Switch back to OpenXCon for me. There's your audio. Okay. UFOpedia. XCOM. Oh, this is UFO Defense. Terror from the Deep. Alien life forms, I believe. We want the deep one and the Gillman. So the Gillman has between 45 and 60 health, and between 6 to 18 front, 4 to 14 side, 4 to 14 right. Okay, yeah, 4 to 14 is just side. 5 to 15 rear, 4 to 14 under. Is that range based off difficulty or rank? Because the shotgun absolutely should one-shot these guys. I'll also go ahead and post the link in chat since... Here, hang on. Here's this for anybody curious. Yeah, it looks like it's probably the same resistances as the base game. Okay, it's based on both difficulty. So these guys could have good 10 armor. And close out of that. Go ahead and pull everything back up. So I'm going to assume they have probably 8 armor, somewhere around 50 health, which even then, the point-blank shotgun absolutely should have killed it. Well, maybe not absolutely should have. I also didn't look at the deep one, who has 35 health, 3 to 9. Okay, so there's no ranks. So 9 armor, 9 front, 7 side, 4 rear, 14 under. Which means the deep one should die in one hit to a shotgun regardless, unless the stats were changed, which at a glance it didn't look like they were, and everything takes full damage from this. There's no 0.9x or anything that we saw in the file. So the shotgun should be fine against the deep one. The Gillman is a bigger question mark. You probably, I mean, even to the side it should kill it. There's a good chance we're just getting unlucky. So that's at least something. Though at the same time I could save this and go into single player and check it with a mind probe. But for right now we're just gonna finish the mission, see what happens. You're all inside. Are you out of time units? You're not. You just scanned. You haven't even scanned. Okay, well there's nothing here. We need to try and get this corpse here. Can you throw this in the window gracefully? Yes, we'll go ahead and take that. Okay, where is... Have fungus move up the stairs. Where's our one alien? Right. Okay. You Well, we're gonna see how the hallway goes this turn. I kind of feel like I should throw a smoke down here, but I don't know that that's gonna help us all that much. It's just that we have shotguns. I don't know if you can see the... I don't think you can shoot to the square, right? No. Okay. But yeah, the deep one is super fragile. We should be able to handle it no problem. Oh yeah, I probably want to scan, huh? Oh, civilian. Go ahead and grab this thing for me. Run outside. Still see nothing. Nothing around the side either. We can now actually stand here since there's smoke. Deep one is probably either in here or down the hall. And your scan should scan just the civilian and us. Yeah, those two have been wandering around. You can just walk straight off here. Okay. Okay. We need somebody to move further down the hall. And you probably want to get into this room, but... yeah, you're not quite there time units-wise. Yeah, just move 2 tiles that way. Are they panicking or shooting civilians? I would lean towards shooting civilians. Oh, come on. Do you have anything you could... I mean, shooting a civilian with a harpoon to stun them seems a little extreme, but... it's an option we have. Ah. Okay, very easily could have been shooting at the civilian. Can you kill it? You kind of needed to... okay. I was gonna say, you needed to hit more than one of those. So I'm convinced that their stats have been modified in some way, because that's not... that's a lot of health to take 3 hits from this thing. Because we're in the 50-150 damage range, so this thing is doing 20 at a minimum. I mean, I guess if it has 10 armor and you do minimum twice... maybe not. They might just be durable. Yeah. That's funny, actually. Okay. Well, there's nothing here. Can you throw this? Good job. Okay. Well, worst case scenario, we have an item that was needed here. There's another alien down the hall, I know that for a fact. Where that alien is another question. We probably have way too many people downstairs at this point. We need you here for the scanner. I might send you upstairs. Here, walk to here, turn around. You don't see anything, drop yourself a smoke for this turn. You're out of time units. I mean, I guess you can scan, but we're not going to see much. You with the laser weapon, we're just going to have to sit here again. Because you have blocked our guy in the room. And you're just out of time units right now. Yeah, I expected that. Which means our deep one is back. Now you should be able to kill it in one hit if you're lucky. You are not. But at the same time, you did kill it. I would like you to make it all the way down to this room as well. Give us a better point to scan from. Somebody is here? That's interesting. Yeah, less interesting. This is something that I'm curious about. I don't know where that would be. I don't really want you to sit at the end of the hall on fire, even if you could. And you three are just kind of standing here at this point. Your scan shows... I mean, this could be an alien out here. Nope. Do I really want to go through the inside of this? I don't think so. I think I'd rather walk around the outside and see what happens. Alright, you three are all going to walk around the outside. Do you have smokes to spare? You have one. Throw it all the way to the end. And, I mean, you're going to be pulling this thing off your belt all the time, but what if you walk to here and have you walk to here? Yeah, you guys are in the room, you are... I mean, you're just out of time units here. I'm not gonna have you stand down the hall and just face whatever's there. Okay. That was up here somewhere, which means I do need to get in here somehow. We'll try and clear out the lower floor. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those missions. We're just gonna be here forever. And you two probably need to move up, I guess you three. One of you should stand all the way out here. One of you should... I guess we can't really get that far. You might have to go inside. I'm gonna have you pick the rifle back up. And I guess you're both gonna be on this side. There is still nothing here. Okay, somebody's probably inside here. There is a door. We spotted that, I guess, through a window here. Gonna be crazy when most of the spawns on the second stage will be enemies at the entrance. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty radical change of pace. Here, you can back up. We'll continue hiding in closets in their turn. You don't really have a good spot to go. I'd like to have you cross to the other side of the hall, but we probably want a friend for that, which I sent upstairs. Yeah, we'll leave you here. You guys move forward this turn. Oh. Was that not fired at us? Did the civilian go up the stairs and die? This could be new. Okay, well, we're gonna have to poke our heads upstairs then. I don't see anything. I kind of expected to see someone there. You immediately spot the alien all the way over here. That's the very highest floor, which means stop jumping. Which means I'm completely comfortable seeing what happens if I do this. Did you even hit it? Yes? I'd say this could be dangerous, but I don't think it's all that bad. You're just gonna land it somewhere on the roof here. They heard it. Who sees it? Nobody sees it anymore because it's been smoked. I guess that means you can just fire it in this direction. Is it worth aiming? 36, 1, 23 for 2. Ah, a cruise ship. Yeah, it's... This is where most of the stream has been. Or an auto for 16. I feel like 6 shots at 16% still the best choice here. I mean, that does put you down to 15 ammo. So maybe not. We get 3? No, we do get 2. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fire a whole bunch of shots. We missed. Oh, did we ever build the alien containment now that I think about it? This guy could die. Yeah, okay. What a throw. Okay, I don't know that you haven't... you might have a grenade angle if you walk out here. It's gonna cost you 54? Perfect. Assuming you don't have to turn. Okay. You should step to here and drop a smoke. Yeah, you're on the roof, you'll figure it out. You are on this side. I don't... You should probably try and get upstairs. I'll let you sit under the staircase here. Yeah, that's a tremendously bad throw. I don't even... The thing would have gone off the map if it would let it. Okay. Well, we continue closet hopping down the hallway here. Motion scanner should also move up. What do you see? Not enough time units. Okay, that is expected, I guess. Why is there a light source at it? I guess the map just has a light here. Okay. Yeah, that's been the turn. Okay. Well, the last debone we saw is at least bleeding. Maybe you stay here. I'm curious what's going on in there. You should scan. That's a friend and a question mark. I see. He sees you too. Let's see where the deep one is. No, it is, that's you. Here's one with a scanner. Scanner reads... potential alien on the roof. Do you have a smoke for yourself? No. Oh, there's a roof over your head, okay. Can you even... This guy doesn't have a roof over his head, technically, but I also don't think the gas cannon's going to be able to arc that. Gas cannon doesn't have range to arc that to begin with. Okay. Is there an angle we can get? Not really with the wall there. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with this. You see the alien and the alien sees you. It's just gonna shoot at you if I have you move. Can you see it from under the staircase? No. Alright, so we're gonna sit there in relative safety. Now you are in danger if the deep one decides to pop its head out. And you guys probably need to move forwards if we're already out of range with the gas cannon. And I mean, you could wander to... Do you have your own smokes? No, you don't. So we'll see how this goes. Because I don't really know what I'm going to do about this. You should just move to the side. Do you have time units? You do have time units. Open the door for him. Run in here. And, I mean, I guess he can sidestep again and let you in. Okay. We haven't cleared the left side. Most of the right side should be clear. This is just kind of a mess at the front, but it's short enough to not be a huge problem. Yeah, you never actually got a chance to throw this grenade, but I still don't know where the alien is. Scans read that it might be up here. I'll just... Unable to throw there. Okay, well, put it on your belt. Actually, now that I think about it, can you shoot here? Time units? No viable trajectory. What are you hitting? How many time units do you need for that? 28. Alright, if this works, I'll take it. I don't really know what you're hitting, unless you just can't go off the top of the map with the gas cannon. Because it kind of looks like you should be able to... Oh, is this a room? This is a room. Never mind. Yeah, this is... You can see the wall here. I'm trying to fire through a wall. Never mind. That's gonna be good enough for the turn. We'll see what happens to you. Ooh, good reaction shot. It's now thoroughly bleeding. Do you see anybody around the corner? No. I think we'll take the stun grenade and throw it at this guy. Well, actually no, because you're just gonna die. Never mind. That's a really bad shot. Okay. Is your friend still here? I don't see him. Get up to here. There's a Gillman somewhere over here. What's our scanner say? Scanner says nothing. Probably moved back. What does this scanner say? This scanner says... aliens. I really need a way to get through this wall. Do we have anything at all? I don't think so. I mean, I guess we just go through the opposite side. Okay. Well, I'll leave you guys there. You don't see anything. I don't even... Yeah, okay. We will keep inching forwards. And, yeah, you with the second cannon. You should be by this... That's... You can't stand by that wall. You should stand over here. You do have a reload. You guys are doing fine in here. There are more aliens somewhere. And if I take this slow enough, we might just win. It's not one of those mods that has a mechanic that prevents your soldiers from essentially turtling forever in the mission. Now, this cannot possibly be here. Could be downstairs. Well, probably isn't downstairs, right? I doubt it, which means here or here. It is neither. Okay. Can you step even further? Oh, you can. Alright, yeah, just hide there. Okay, the top story here might actually be somewhat clear, minus this mess. You should probably go through the inside here. This guy's back. Okay. We will deal with that in a moment. Can you fire all the way to here? Technically, yes. Okay. We should probably round the front of the ship here to make sure there's nobody outside. It's almost certain that there's... I mean, I don't know if there's anybody there. I was gonna say, it's almost certain that most of them are inside here. Probably in this hallway on the lower level. You can't shoot this guy? There's just no way you can hit that. So you're gonna keep inching forwards. You still have the scanner. I don't know if I want you to sit here. We can probably move you forwards a bit and see if you spot anything new. It's still the same guy here, who is... has to be downstairs here. We've cleared this tile can't be on that tile. Okay. You move forwards, you are both inside. I think everybody's moved for the turn. Well, you just opened the door. What's even going on in here? It's how you go up and down. I mean, that's safer than being in the hallway. Okay, yeah, I can work with that. The aliens do love being in the kitchen area, yeah. That's what it's looking like. And we have one Gillman who's still upstairs here. I assume that you saw a civilian move. Yeah. Is this guy inside now? No? Walked around the back? Can you get outside? You have to go out through the door again? Okay. I'm going to have you... You're out of energy? You have no time units to work with. Okay, you stand here. You're safe. We have to get into this kitchen here. I do kind of want a motion scanner in this area, though. And that's... You're out of time units. Okay. You'll stand in there. You should move one forwards. You can stand at this door. You guys will actually do something next turn. You can scan again and spot 2 aliens. Okay, well, they have to be downstairs? So there's 2 aliens downstairs in the kitchen area. Well, they could be in this door. Nope. Wait. So it's right here. Okay. So this guy's up the elevator 1 level? That's not good. That's tremendously bad. Okay. Yeah. What'd you miss so far? Yeah, I talked a little while, then the cruise ship mission from last month started up. As Phil said, only Crispix has died so far, though a couple people have been shot. Yeah, Phil and I think God level 1 here. Though because it's early game. Ugh. Sorry for being late. I mean, you're not obliged to be here, you're fine. Do you know if I'm back by any chance? Seeing as it's been not even an hour or two into the month, I kinda doubt it. We're still, what are we, June 1st? Yeah, we're still day 1 of the month. You have the scanner, you'll stand back here. Okay. So, we'll see what happens to you. The alien is most certainly here, could go just about any direction. Upstairs, this guy has to be in the kitchen area. And this, yeah, it doesn't extend, so, okay. Yeah, it'll be either a really long stream or a multi-stream. I probably should... I mean, no, this could be a really long stream. You shouldn't... you don't have time units anyway. This is the mission we left off at, yeah. The cliffhanger. Okay, time unit-wise, I don't even know what we do about this. I think you back up. You all haven't moved this turn. I forgot about that. You did your scan. Okay. Well, you two can... spot nothing on the front here. Once I've wrapped all the way around, it'll be good. Next turn, there's probably going to be an alien here. You can step to the side and fire at it when that happens. Okay. There is no alien. Interesting. Go back to standing here. Do you have a scanner? No, you have a medkit. Well, you're finally in position to use this thing. Is that guy just standing in here? Hold on. Dropped his gun and ran. Stand on his gun. A lot of them like to stay up on the ship? Yeah, it is almost turn 20. That's interesting. I don't know where this guy wound up then. Who do you see on scanner? Back here? So all the way out and around? Unless you see him inside. You don't. Okay. Oh, there's actually an alien here? This guy's back. What are you talking about? You know what, it's fine. Step to here, aim and fire at the little arrow. That's a wall. You're gonna pick up some items down here. Okay. Yeah, and you get to move to the forward closet. We do need to get around just in here at some point. Yeah, that's probably the one that panicked and ran. Hopefully that guy doesn't have another weapon. We're just gonna stand here. Do I stun it? Do I care to stun it? I don't know. I should probably collect one of them, but that'll likely be easier on the next level. And I mean, everyone has 2 stun grenades, so we'll see how that goes. I shouldn't prime all the stun grenades, but I will consider it for next time, just on a couple of people. Yeah, you're there. You're continuing to sit here. I haven't moved you yet, because I don't really know where the Gillman is. It looks like he's right here. But I don't know how I get closer to that guy. We have 3 aliens that we've been tracking. One's up here somewhere. The other 2 are here and in the kitchen. Because I'd have you stand here. It's not turn 20 yet. That's enough to react. You can pre-prime on the more expendable ones. Well, the problem is, if I prime stun grenades on everybody, and one of them gets killed in the spawn area, then everybody gets stunned. And at that point, it's just mission over. So I almost want to do the opposite in that case, where stun grenades are on the people I expect to be safe, or at least survive a hit. And I think most of those people have already taken a hit, huh? Well, kind of. Okay, still don't see anything inside. There's nothing at all around the front. You have 1 more smoke, so we'll go ahead and drop that. Do you have a smoke? Oh, you have 2. Okay, so we're in a good spot. That's just a hole. I'm okay with that. Which means you'll just have to loop around the front side. You get to step up here. The Gillman who keeps wandering back and forth could be a problem once you get around this corner. Okay. Or you could play on the edge and only use pre-primed Magnapacts. I mean, that's certainly a playstyle. If we had melee weapons, I'd consider it for some people. Yeah, kamikaze. I mean, if the stun grenades are more effective, I'd consider the grenade kamikaze, but they aren't. So we're kind of stuck here. I mean, I can just fill 1 guy with grenades. Okay, we're going to continue to hope that whoever's panicking stays panicking and that this guy doesn't wander around the corner. Okay. Do you have a scanner? No, you have everything else. Okay, your scanner reads here. So yeah, this guy's walking from here to here over and over again. You have 1 more chance to shoot it. You guys are going to be coming around behind. I could try and throw a stun grenade here at some point. I don't really think you have the angle for it, though. Yep, that's right. That was your scan. You need to wander back to here and scan, it looks like. Yeah, 2 people here. That guy's on the staircase. Hold on. You are the guy who panicked. Can you kill it? No. You did 0? Okay. Well, we found your guy. That was a really bad shot. Okay, we're gonna leave that be. We do still need to get into the kitchen somehow. Oh, you know what you can do? Never mind. Can you see it from here? Not quite. I'll leave you there to have a chance to react, although you could get shot from that direction, so maybe not. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for the Gillman around the corner. You're here. You scanned. You 2 are working your way around. You can, I guess, just continue Can you get into the room? Good. You'll want to... just head over to here. That guy's upstairs. Okay, well, we have... that guy's running. All the way out to here? I mean, he could have gone after this guy's weapon. What do you see? Oh, that's perfect. No viable trajectory? Oh, come on. Okay, hold on. Kneel, aim, fire. Good. Of course you destroyed all the items. This guy's gonna be back. Interesting. Just hit more than one. Okay. Maybe that's not good enough. We will stun the skill man, right? Oh, hold on, you already have one on your belt. What am I doing? That's perfect. That guy's not coming back. And our final gill man is somewhere in the kitchen. That's assuming it's a gill man, of course. Yeah, okay, we'll see what happens to you. Good enough. Okay, and you have... That's a little close. What's the inside of this area look like? Oh, dear lord. Yeah, that's a terror from the deep map. Gonna come running at us with a thermal lance? I mean, that'd be kind of nice to have a thermal lance. Yep, that's our last guy. Okay, well, you three have fun. Did it go back all the way to here? Yes, it did. Okay. I'm sure that'll be fine. Actually, you all shouldn't stand in here. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. And you're back here. Okay, bye-bye. Where's our friend? You have to get through 3 different doors. We'll know if you're coming. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Could have ran away, but we don't have any time units. This is why the laser rifle is not my choice weapon. I probably shouldn't leave everybody standing around, but I'm almost certain this is the last guy. Whoa there. Just gonna insta-kill him? Okay, great. It's not the last alien. Damn it. Where have you come from? Are you upstairs all of a sudden? Have these aliens just been standing still until turn 20? That seems possible, actually. You should stare at the door and put this away. Yeah, this guy could be downstairs. And there's another layer above us, too. Do you see anybody above? It'd be at the window here. No, there's nobody at the window there. Okay. So yeah, somebody's just in the hall down here. Okay. No way to see through down there. Do you have a med kit? You didn't have a med kit either, as we already had that conversation. How many fatal wounds does this guy have? 3? You might live. How do we get in? It's only from that side, isn't it? No, we can go up here. Yeah, okay, because they know exactly where we are now. Which means where's your scanner? You didn't spot it. There we go. It is right here. I don't think it has the time units to get all the way around here, but it is probably going to try and pass to you. You should stand here. Okay. And you can also wander upstairs. I don't think that your gas can is going to be all that useful inside, but I'll have you follow. It's just going to walk up the stairs, turn to its side, and shoot you. So no, don't stand at the window. We can't really react to this guy right now. There is a good chance it just walks and walks in here, goes up the elevator. Have you stand there. Okay. What do you see? That is exactly what this guy decided to do. How far up did this guy make it? This guy's 1 below you. What's an auto shot cost with this thing? 23. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. So I have an idea. Right, there's a ceiling? Okay. Deep ones fire arcing projectiles. There's a good chance if I just have you stand on the other side of the room. Actually, I can probably have you walk all the way over to here. Yeah, there you go. There's a good chance it won't get to kill anybody. Stand outside the door, stand outside the other door. Also, stand outside the other door. You can, I guess, head over to here. It gives you that window as a potential access point, and I think that's everybody moved. Nope, you're still here. I will leave you there. What? It's in here? Oh, you saw it move through in the side. Okay. How do we get to you now? I mean, you could sprint it to here. What? Okay. Kinda thinking we call it a turn again, but... Go ahead and stand over here. And I guess you can head down the... Well, no, you kinda need to go down this thing to get inside. We will give it another turn to wander in circles. Do you... Oh, we're spotting the civilian as it moves around. It's probably after you. Where are our scanners? It is absolutely after you. What? Oh, it is inside. Can you kill it in one hit, please? Yeah, this is not what I needed. Okay, well, here we go. We have a fair number of items. Okay, do we have any smoke grenades? No. We have a spare motion scanner, 2 spare med kits. Do we get all the stuff from the previous layer if I just leave now? Will this mean your instant... Okay, well, starting here, 1, 2... Okay, we have 8 guys. Near instant abort. Yes, you do keep everything. Okay. My initial thought is yes, this probably should be an instant abort, but I'm gonna swap... Hold on, I can just hit this button. There we go. We can just run the X-Rifle instead. You can drop a flare. You can carry a medkit, a motion scanner. You already have a motion scanner. You actually have extra weight. You have a ton of extra weight. You should throw that in your bag. You have a ton of extra weight, have an extra bit of ammo. Actually, how many uses does 3 heal left? I mean, you can have it. It's better we carry it than we don't. You have super high strength. A little over. I mean, that doesn't even really help you. You might want the knife. I'm gonna assume that the knife's not gonna save you here. Okay. Oh, welcome. We are doing the... Well, we're gonna take a look around at the second layer of a cruise ship. Huh. I'm not a fan of this. How do you get up there? Wait, how did you get here? Can you just go down? Oh, you didn't. That's not a second level. I was looking at them here, like, how did I get soldiers up here? How do I get them down? Okay. I really don't like this, actually. Everyone jumped down. Yeah, it would appear so. We have... I assume this is a door. This is probably... Wait, how many layers is this? 4? No, I'm done. We're not... Nope, I'm good. Civilians killed by aliens. 20. Well, it is half the negative score we would have gotten had we actually completed the... Or had we completely avoided it. These are some good stats. Loot-wise, we get items. This is great. We got a deep one corpse. Did we get a live one? Or did it finally bleed out while we were going in circles with our deep one friend? Probably bled out. Okay, score. Yep, expected. I don't think I sell any of this, so... Good job, and here's our deaths. Wolf was unfortunate. Crispix is in chat. You were doing remarkably well. And the other 2 were rookies. And it is still June 1st. How far in are we to the stream? This reads almost an hour and a half, so... Construction of lab at the home base? Good. How many scientists? We can go up to, what, 80? I mean, the building support's 25, so I'll just go ahead and get 25. That's good enough. Workshop. You guys are working on those. Yeah, clearing the first level to get items is probably the best thing to do there. Oh yeah, how long are people out for? You're looking at 20 days, God Level 1's looking at 24. 20 days on Trash Panda, although this was from a different mission. I'm gliding here for 11. I mean, that's pretty much an entire month, but that could be a lot worse. Calcinite Corpse. Okay. Small metallic component, yep. Okay. We can research the vibroblade. Can I just research the vibroblade? Okay. I will take that. We also got our scientists in. Just gives us info, though. Okay. Yep, and there you go. There they are. Huh. 10 rating for people having nightmares. I mean, I'd probably have nightmares too. Certain call from the... Yeah, okay. That's not good. Suspicious underwater activity detected. Can we kill whatever's at this location? Oh, only half the people are still available. Okay. Oh, hold on. We have rookies down here. What am I doing? Oh, this is the Seamaster. Hold on. X. What? Yeah, you guys are doing fine. We probably don't need 70 time units and a lot of accuracy. Yeah, there's a reason most of you people here are at the top. I should send all of you up. That looks better. Okay, we want the people at the top on board with priority. Wounded. And there's our 12. That's good enough. I probably clicked on you while you were wounded without paying any attention. Let's go ahead into equipment here. We're doing an underwater mission, which means 1, 2, 3... Okay, hold on. I need to swap for jet harpoons with this ammo. Am I gonna have to unload all of these? Also, 1? Yeah, okay. Oh, it swaps the ammo for me. Okay, that's amazing. 10? Yeah, you don't need to carry that. You can't carry much of anything. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna have to do, and we're back to start. Okay. We're gonna need to swap some items for medkits in here. And I really hope we don't need flares, because if we do, I'm just gonna have to overload everybody with a little extra weight starting out. Okay. Go ahead and send the Triton. This looks like it's going to be a night mission. Yeah, okay. I could have probably juggled it with the plane. Just, if something's targeting the mission, the timer on it for despawning doesn't tick down. That's what I mean by juggle. If that's a little cheesy, we'll go ahead and throw one of these in everybody's hand. Actually, we should probably throw it on the belt so things can't react. People holding a light source glow, people not holding a light source don't. You had the extra weight for this anyway, okay. And go ahead and have an extra one. Extra one. That's good enough, okay. I forgot we have a door. This is the edge of the map. Okay, who's got the scanner? You do? Cool. Things didn't immediately go wrong, so that's good. We probably don't want you to range. That is impressively bad. Oh yeah, you're just gonna stand out here? I'm sure it's fine. There's nothing in motion scanner range yet. Seamaster breaks people. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can throw another one? Nope, you can't throw another one because you don't have one. Okay. I mean, go ahead and step up onto the roof and see what you spot. That could be a lot worse. I mean, it could also be daytime, but we could be fighting enemies we can't kill. Can you spot that from here with the scanner? You can. You step to... Okay, you... Time unit-wise, you need more than I'd like. I could probably get away with Licks carrying around the gas cannon. That just allows us to arc a shot over top of this thing. But I kind of think you go inside for the time being. You should pick up another flare, step outside and throw it. My goal is to have everybody stand here in a firing line, but we need enough flares to cover the edge of our range here, so we're probably just going to give this a couple turns. If they walk super close to us, then we're fine. If they don't, we are not going to be fine. Range? Come on. Okay, well, if you're stuck outside, then we'll just go ahead and gamble with a couple people standing here. That should be good enough to react. We didn't need to worry. You move to here. Reaver, do you have weight? You do. I clicked off the chat. There we go. This might be far enough. I'll have you throw again. You two should move inside first. Okay. One of them's gonna walk up and open the door. I guess float up. Okay. I don't know that I need to throw more grenades. But at the same time, I'd also like the smoke to dissipate here. We have no range. Okay. Now, on turn 20, they spot us? I don't know how long the smoke lasts. And these things even open doors? It's happened before. If they know you're in there, they will chase you inside, but I don't think they naturally path inside the door. Go ahead and throw that to here, too. I'm gonna give this till turn 10 to see if the smoke goes away. Pretty sure it takes way longer than that, but... should also be scanning in between turns. You're back. The smoke is starting to go away. It's still there. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Alright, everybody, outside we go. Oh yeah, we all need to start dropping things too. That is true that they might run out of energy. They don't have grenades, so I can just stack everybody in the same spot. Okay, let me tab through the rest of you and drop some items on the ground. You have enough to react, right? Yeah, so you're gonna have to hold on to that. We will finish dropping things on the next turn. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, we lived. I feel like you should just aim at this thing. Not quite. Okay. Everybody else is going to take their chances with reaction shots. Do you have extra weight? No. Yes. Well, you can throw all the way out to probably here. Never mind, you do not have enough strength for that. Try again, please. Good enough, I guess. I just clicked the other... Oh, you're one layer down. You gotta stand at this edge. And you guys head all the way around this side. That's 5, 4, 3. That counts to 12. Okay. We've moved everybody for the turn. Good job, everybody. We are probably just going to sit here for 20 turns and see what happens. What? You're walking up to... Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. That'll do. One of you should step down a little bit so you're not in the way. Can you just walk off the edge, please? No? Can you walk off the edge? Why can't we walk off the edge? Can you walk off this edge? Yes. Okay. Can you stand here? No. Interesting. I also kind of think we position people like this. Yep, saw them for a minute. Do we have extra flares to throw? Because if we can get it to the edge of our range there, that could help for... Alright, never mind, just drop it on the ground. I'll tab through one last time to make sure nobody has extra weight on them. Okay. Alright, turn. Good shot. Also good shot. You guys might want to step a little further forwards. Oh, those guys might be in trouble. Come on. Thank you. Okay, this is surprisingly good accuracy here. I hate that you can't just walk off the edge there. Good. That was a good shot. That guy's still in our line of sight, and you see him, so go ahead and fire at it. I should also do an ammo check in a minute here. Two, so you're a bit low. Turn 20, okay. You are a really good shot. Bug hunt mode? They are visible on the minimap somewhere. Let's scroll all the way up. Okay, so one of them is way out here. Is it pathing towards us? There's two. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I assume they can see us as well. Guy's out here. Yeah, so this guy's on his way to us. Go ahead and fire at it. Good job. Still just way out there. Here now. Are you just pathing randomly? We'll step forwards a bit. We are looking at... It hasn't moved. Here, you grab a flare and try and throw it. I mean, we're underwater, but still. Okay, we got it. Just come a little closer. Just a little bit closer. Come on. Where? You're so close. Where did it go? Oh wait, it's on the revealed area of map, so it's close. We did it. Okay. Plus 180. We're currently minus, like, 550, I think. That's... I mean, we did it. Stat-wise, everybody got points... except you. Interesting. Where's Licks? 4 reactions. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Good. I think we sell all of these, unless they have no dependency. Yeah, we've researched... I mean, we have one laying on the base. There's no way we don't. I'll do this anyway, but... Wide array sonar is good. Are you done? You are, so I need to build another wide array sonar. Okay, that will do. And, I mean, we're waiting a good amount of time on this base. Hopefully something shows up here. We are still guessing where the alien missions are going to show up. Oh no. Sorso wreckage detected. Danger level low. No, I'm sorry, depth low, danger high. Equipping heavy weapons advised. Yeah, we've done this one before. So, This is how we get our Zarkwood corpses. Hold on. And I'm pretty sure that looks like this for pretty much everybody. Yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that. Good enough. Okay. And barracudas. Interesting. If the gas cannon isn't the perfect weapon for this mission, I guess I'm just leaving. You can carry an extra jet harpoon since you have the weight for it. We'll just fumble around for items inside here. Right, we can, that's... nah. A couple of these guys have a real weapon. I will send you guys to intercept this, and I will also quickly check the training pool at the base. We have 2 spaces available again. That's probably good enough. Let me note the timestamp on this, as I think I forgot to do it for the alien activity here. This one is... why am I bothering to put dots in this? And I'm gonna guess around 1:45 alien activity. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Yep. We've gone ahead and equipped everybody. That's a good sign. When it opens the door, I'm gonna be very upset, but okay. We are at a weird spot. Scanner says it's directly above us. It's looking at you. That's bad. Did it leave? It did. Okay, throw this to you. Throw that to... who doesn't have... or who has extra weight to spare? Not you. Probably not Frank. You kind of do. Enough to where I'm happy to have you stand around at this thing. There's a lot. Okay, great. You see all 3 of them. Looking this way, looking this way, looking... okay. You're gonna need to kill this one. That's great. What do you see on scanner? You see 2 of them. You probably want to drop... but we didn't even bring smokes that are primed. You see 4 of them. One of them's looking at you. Okay, new plan. What do you see? A lot. This, however, is probably good enough to not get... you... great, okay. If you step to here, can you still see this guy? Yes, can you see this guy? Yes. That guy's 2 tiles up, they're 2 tiles up. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till we're not swarmed. It's right there. You are not the one that's bleeding, and it can definitely see you back. That's new. Can you see it from in here? No. Okay, well what that means is you turn around, kneel, aim and fire. Alright, we got one. You see nothing again. It's way over there and it probably can't see you anyway. Yeah, we don't really have the time units to play with that. What do you see? It's coming back. It's staring straight at you. You can see it from here. Now you can't. That's a miss. You can see it. Can you... I don't know if I trust... Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Alright, don't get yourself killed. Okay. More will come. Probably. I mean, I'm not staying outside. They're just gone now. Can't really get away with waiting till turn 20 now, can I? There we go. Now we get to step outside. You probably don't have the time units for this here. You take your chance. 23. You see another one. Okay. That looks like it was a solid miss. We're just gonna keep... Ooh. Ice. Ah. Okay, now we have real. What are we doing? Do you see them? You do. You might die. You certainly made an attempt. Okay. Uncle Jams. Someone's gonna shoot the ship here. Alright, hold on. Run all the way inside here. Give them a chance to not hit the ship. Okay, you didn't die. That's a good turn. And our last guy is way over here. You can see it. That's probably a bad thing. Okay. This is, in fact, a peeking simulator. Okay, well, we killed a lot of them on that one turn. here's your opportunity to just get killed because it doesn't die in one hit. As seems to be expected here. Yeah, and we've looked at that already. Our smoke is now gone. Do you have the time units? Not time units. Wait for this? You probably don't. Not really. Okay. I'm gonna leave the smoke gone, because I think there's only 1 or 2 left. They're gone. Okay, we should shift somebody with time units to the front. Interesting. You move, you get all the way to the corner here. Yeah, there's not much we can do about that. It's here. Because we can't, like, walk while looking backwards. In this turn here... No, you're on the smokes. Okay, never mind. Time units? Come on, man. You see nothing. Throw it up here. That's good. You and your no time units. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to be off of door duty. Can you walk to here, take a look to the right? Yeah, you see nothing. Okay. Well, it's past turn 20 now. We see nothing at all. Great. Is there a window? None in any position that's dangerous. Okay. And you spotted 2 of us. Still nothing. I don't want to go upstairs here because there's 3 windows. Can you get around to here? You can. They might be able to see further than you. I'm just gonna hope they can't. This map goes on a while. There's nobody here. Smoke spread quite a distance. Okay, there's one at least close to us. I'm going to completely guess what height it's at. Probably here, I'd say. No viable trajectory. Why? Okay. Well. Is it getting closer to us? Because we have somebody outside. Not really. Now we see it. Okay. Don't hit... There we go. I'm gonna say don't shoot the people inside the ship here. Can you hide here? You can actually hide here. I don't know that it's a great spot to hide in. Okay. Do you see anything on scanner? You see another one. You see it yourself? It's on the ground level. That's interesting, actually. That means you just run outside and fire over the ship here. Can you fire to there, or is there a ceiling? Okay, well, you could have killed everybody inside. You made the same attempt. I will... Oh. Alright, never mind. Can you hit this? You kind of need to hit this. You can, okay. Frank's gonna throw a smoke for you. Frank's gonna run out of time units to throw a smoke. Okay. I would guess that there's one left, but I don't have much to go off of other than the super short turn timer. Someone give Frank another smoke. Time units, not you two. Okay. Nothing at all. That's cool. There's our wreck that we never got to see in the previous run. Alright. You're back, what'd you miss? I mean, we've been bouncing in and out of the door, killing Zarquid for the past... I mean, probably 10-20 minutes now? Yeah. And we still don't see... There's probably one, maybe two left. Yeah, okay, just end the turn. That's not good. That smoke needed to bloom a bit further. Do have you just run to here and hide? I don't know that that's going to work. Okay. Now can you collect and prime and throw a smoke, or are you just out of time units too? 19, 15, yeah, you don't have the time units for this. Here you go. Where did you throw that? I don't even know if that's... close enough. We'll just see what happens there. Alright. That didn't even try to bloom. And I mean, clearly you see nothing or read... Oh, no, or... There is one. Okay. We found it. Aim and fire. We did it! Okay, we got the... I mean, plus 300, that's enough to offset the cruise ship. Black Box is a good research project. Only 4 people who shot things survived. And we got 11 Zarquid corpses. And I believe these have a dependency, yeah, which is dissection. We need to research one of these for aquaplastics. And I think that's about it. The people who died are here. And I think that's about it. Okay. Bases, what are we researching? Vibro Blade. That's gonna take a little while. Where's our Zarquid corpse? What does the Deep One Corpse give us? Also aquaplastics. Oh, we could have been doing this already. I'm gonna stick with Zarquid. I don't know that anything else here is a huge deal. And I'm going to stop doing the Vibroblade in favor of the Zarquid. Good. This is pretty standard, and aquaplastics is what we've been looking for. It's gonna take a while, and I don't even care at this point. Good. Yep. This is what we're looking for. Aquaplastic armaments, Heavy drones, Poseidon, and aquaplastic armor. I think we want the armor first. Well, yeah, we're gonna want the armor. So at least queue all of those. And advanced heavy drones. We should also have these available. Okay. Time on all of these. That takes not all that much time, not all that much time. Okay, so... that takes... okay. This is worth researching. The Triton leads to... Barracuda? Oh, we need the black box. Oh, the black box. Right. We need to research this at some point then. This leads to... do I care about any of this? This looks like mostly weapons for our vehicles. Oh, it leads to Gauss. And that takes very little time, but it requires researching a magnetic navigation, which we should have around. Armor will be useful for a little while, and it leads to... okay, there's no way this doesn't lead to something useful. Exosuit, Zarbite powered, yeah, okay, so there you go. So we need to research armor at some point, too. Yeah, that's what I was going to look at. Was going to look at? Hold on. Do we have ion beam accelerators? Would I need to research this? Alien learning arrays. Interrogated an engineer. I see. Well, we have a new goal. And until then, the weapons themselves don't really matter. I'm going to start with the armor. The planes are a bit expensive for us right this second, so we will hold off on that. Very small, very deep. We're just going to see if this thing lands. I don't think it will. Also means there's some activity up here. Aquaplastic armor, good. Okay. The front armor on this is super nice, especially with the needle weapons. It depends how many aquaplastics it takes to make this. We can research the exosuit, which I will queue. Is this for land? Leads to Zarbite-powered armor, which also requires ion beam accelerators. Deep One terrorist. Alright, let's go ahead and research that. Or at least queue it. Oh, we need to research a live one. Never mind. That's not great. I don't know that any of these matter over one another. I'll start with the black box here. The exosuit is nice. This looks like it's land only. Exosuit, exosuit. Okay. I'm going to assume you want me to research the exosuit and just go with that. I don't think any of this actually matters. Repair, repair, repair. Okay. Hold on. If I go bases, headquarters, nobody's alive. Sell... Hold on. We don't have any paladin armor. Okay. Aquaplastic armor only requires 4, requires a fair amount of time. We will come back to that once we figure out what the exosuit is. If we figure out what the exosuit is. Suspicious shore settlement reported. Excellent. Okay, well, it'll be done sooner or later. We're gonna need another 3 people on board. We have... There must be somebody here who's a low rank. You're doing really good. You can join. Perfect. Now, equipment-wise, we want land items. What do you mean, not enough equipment? That was a... Narpoon. You guys already have items. Oh, it's from the Terra mission. 1 shotgun, 2 shotgun, 3 shotgun, 4 shotgun. We probably want more shotguns. Alright, you can have a shotgun. And you two can have shotguns. Okay. Let us go ahead and do the settlement. Needs that XP so badly, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mint. There we go. That's the right order of characters. Back to here and here. Discord messages are not important. And this is going to be nighttime because we are not faster than the sun. Exosuit. Wow. Lighter than a common hard suit. Sonar 12. How's the training pool? I did check on that before 3 people died, so there could be a few extra spaces. Gauss does extra, Sonic does less. There are so much going on here. You can still shoot, but everything else is super limited. I assume flying? Yeah. Okay, so we have just tank armor. I don't know what Sonar 12 means. We will go ahead and queue the black box, and I'll go ahead and see what it costs to manufacture that. Exosuit, 16 aquaplastics. I will take 2. Both environments, okay. Motion scanner built in. Sonar is thermal. I see. That's really, really good. I will also go ahead and queue some of this. We're probably going to want 10 suits. It's going to cost 40 of our 60. Let's cut it down to 8. Because the people with good stats are going to want to have decent armor. Settlement, yes, good. Everybody's been equipped, and we have a door, which means we're not in immediate danger. Do we have shotguns at the door, though? No. We don't see all that much. Okay. Somebody in here must have a scanner, right? I didn't just completely forget to put scanners on people. I wouldn't do that. Okay. Well, you have a scanner now. I will have another shotgun walk out to here. Probably want a third to here. That's dangerous. And it's still alive. Some of you should have flare... Boy, excuse me. Some of you should have flares to throw. Can most of you see this guy now? No. Alright, Frank, can you throw another flare? Yes. You should head back inside. Can you kill this from here? No. Nobody can hit a shot here. We might be moving everybody back inside. Gliding here needs the experience. Yeah, okay. Can you hit this? Nope. That was pretty expected. Good for you. Okay, is there anybody? No, hold on, it's Licks? Yeah. What's going on outside? Nothing at all. This is the corner of the map. Okay. I can work with that. Now you can step into the field and drop this. Hold on, if I turn off lights... We should probably play like that. Hold on, so night vision, I hold it to see what lighting looks like? Yeah, okay. Frank, you can go up to the roof. Drop a smoke, you'll play sniper this run. And you three... might be fine. Step to the side, step out. I don't really know what to expect. I should probably not have you... We'll hope that the smoke protects you against grenades. Though I do know that they have grenades. Uh-oh. It bled out for you. You got a little bit lucky. 7 fatal wounds. Okay. I'm gonna put another person here and you guys will watch. That is just a guy. Looks a lot more threatening than night vision. Oh, we can go stand over here and not be seen. All the way out here, you have the scanner. You don't really need it out right now. And our few rifles should pick up scanners. And medkits. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, the people with rifles have super high accuracy. And the rest of their stats are also pretty good if I had to guess off of that alone. You guys are just gonna sit there. Need a few more flares thrown out to here. I don't know if anybody has the ability to throw that far. Okay, good. Whoa! Oh, what? Well, no longer gliding here. Do you see anybody to shoot? No, you're gonna have to run back to... You're gonna need help. Now, where the guy with the shotgun is currently a point of concern. Nowhere? Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I believe that. Yeah, new stat roll's probably better than trying to grind out of that hole. We just need more flares thrown. You don't have any, you should have the strength to throw flares. Could use a flare here. Can you throw one to... There's a good chance you can throw that far. There we go. And if you can throw that far, then you can throw this far. There you go. No, you two in the field are here. You should definitely back up. I don't know where a guy with a shotgun came from. I'm still a little concerned about that. Well, I mean, you reacted. I really don't... Okay, here's a guy with a shotgun. Who's currently bleeding out, I see. And you don't really have the time units to get out, but I can throw a smoke to here. What do you guys see in the building? Nothing. Can you get to the wall? You can. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Two of them, somebody... if I had to guess they're above you. If they're above you, actually, that's... Okay, if they're above you, that's a problem. You can go stand in the field, and what am I looking at? There's probably a tree here. Yeah, you don't need the scanner out anymore. This house is going to be a problem. This house could also be a problem, but it looks like we are... There's another range, or another layer of tiles we have to get through. We'll see how this goes. Good job. Saved yourself. Now there's still somebody here. And it looks like they're upstairs on that door here. I mean... Can you just shoot through the door? Yes. Okay, hold on. That's a wall. Oh well. You should back up a couple squares. You can put that back on your belt. You will watch and see what happens. They try to step out the window, you kill them. So you probably shouldn't stand right there if they're going to do that. Tree... Oh, that tree's a problem. Stand here. There you go. And we're going to have to go through one of these two directions. There's a guy who's dangerous to us. Can you kill it from here? You needed to hit more pellets. Can you shoot from here? Just... Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Hmm. I don't know that I really want to push further forwards on this. Once the building's cleared, it's a different story, but... Please shoot. Please shoot. You are dead. Well, you did have your chance. Alright, what's the scanner say? Nothing at all. Well, your turn to stand there and see if you die. Can we walk through the wall? Is there a hole? There is. Nice. Just pick that up and throw it further. You see a guy. That guy needs to die. Do you have the time units for that? Step to 27. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh, we're gonna throw a grenade at you. Where did that land? Landed here. I mean, you getting knocked out wouldn't even be terrible. We're gonna keep throwing these and see who ends up falling unconscious. Unable to throw there. That one landed. Okay. You're probably fine. Though you might not be fine without this. Okay, you're here, you threw a grenade, you can start moving forwards again. You guys at the house are potentially fine. Okay, scan says nothing again, so the house is probably clear. I will be walking upstairs to verify that. Okay, the house is clear. I don't see anybody out there. Though we can't exactly see all the way out there. Can you... You can throw, but do you have the strength to throw this far? No, this looks like a hedge wall, a full height hedge wall. Okay. Can you shoot that far? Yes. Yeah, we might be throwing our flares from back here further forwards. It's 8 to pick that up. Yeah, not enough time units. Okay. You all have done your thing, and I believe Frank from the roof needs to move out. We don't see all that far. That's an improvement. These flares are so bad. I mean, it's better than nothing, but... Do you have a flare? No. Really tense, not a lot of chatting. I mean, stream did start a couple hours later than usual. I'm not actually sure what time zone you guys are in, but sounds like a number of you are much later into your day than I am. We're out of flares, aren't we? No, you have some. Okay, get to throwing. That is the same spot there already was one. I guess we can try throwing over there. That's better. That's much better. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of figured. Where is... Throw this to here. I see. We found a target. Can you auto? No, you're out of time units for auto. Fire a snapshot at least. That's not great. You have the time units for an auto shot. Good job. And we're still out of time units on pretty much everybody. And they surrendered. Okay, good. That's enough score to probably offset any alien missions we haven't found. Yeah, I mean, it's... My clock says 3 p.m. I believe that's 15:42 for you guys. So you're good 5-6 hours ahead of me. I think we sell most of this, yes. You can always check the graph if you want to see score. I've never known how to read... Actually, there might be a score graph. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Should have reacted. XCOM activity, total. Huh? You have to compare that to aliens, though. Hold on. Finance, income, activity. Total is not all that high? Huh. Oh, finance just score. Okay. I don't know if this accounts for the alien score, though, as I believe that goes against... Or I believe that drags yours down. Ours was less than 500 last time. So that means it's only like 100 or so points. We are in the positive right now. So we'll see how that goes. That is good knowledge. Why are there 14 people unemployed? Oh, exosuits take up like 30 space, don't they? Okay. It should? Okay. And that means that we are fine. So far. The black box, good. That gives us the Barracuda. I will go back to researching the Vibroblade. Construction of Subpen is complete. That was not what we were concerned about, but good to have that done. The exosuit's done yeah, there we go. Any day now. As should the Vibroblade be. We'll take a glance at the income score. Number looks like it's only going up. Excellent. Yeah, okay. Good. Is there anybody who's actually unhappy? It doesn't look like it. I don't know that the aliens did many missions this month. We saw the very small that buzzed around over our main base for a little while, but... you'd think they would have had pretty much anything on the activity graph. Maintenance, balance, okay, good. And there's our Vibroblade. 80 in melee, like that. We can now research the Thermic Lance. I don't know that I care for the Thermic Lance. I will take armaments. We can't manufacture it, though, which means we're going to need to capture a Vibroblade. One day on you, we build a new base. I mean, we can look at the graphs for activity, but I don't know. Alien activity in the seas was basically 0. So we're going back to guessing. We saw something buzz around up here. something like this is a base that we're going to need. I think down here, there was a gap in the middle of the ocean when I played Terror from the Deep. This is also not bad. This is workable too. This might be a good idea for mission's sake. Right, because you're going to be down here, let's say. You can place it in Asia to cover for your finances. Yeah, just gonna say. But we want it down here. From there, we'd end up, I mean, this little arc, right? Yeah, it's an arc, like, along here. Which means we can put it up here somewhere. And there's this base, which kind of awkwardly covers everything. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3... We have 4 here. And if I hit cancel and go into bases, we have 5 spaces available for bases. Okay. So I don't need to think all that hard about this. I can just get away with putting one up here, putting one down here, and whacking 2 awkwardly in the middle here. And I probably want to cover a super large region of ocean. This is... I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do here. Can I cover all of this? I really can cover all this. And this is the last thing I'm doing for the stream here. I might start down here just so I have a reference for where I need everything, but even then, I can put it, like, here pretty much. And that covers some of the landmass and some of everything else. And this is close enough to our home base where we might actually be able to catch them, so I might just go with this. Maybe we can vote on it? I mean, I don't think I... Can I add polls to... Alright, hold on. Plus... Start a poll. What do I even ask? I can do a poll. Alright, you guys have like 30 seconds for this once it's up. Alright, hold on. I don't want to figure out which one's Arctic versus Antarctic. You get North Pole and South Pole. And then we have what? I can add an option. Do I want to put a base down here? I don't think it covers enough. Do I even want the north? No, it's... I think Asia's just the best choice. Alright, never mind. No pole. I did figure out how to set up a pole, though. That much is good. I think here is just the best choice, right? Because down... Covers along that line, which means we needed to cover along this line. So we pretty much are right on top of Japan. Put it a little further into the ocean, and probably should put it a little further into the ocean. Put it on this side. Sea of Japan. Okay. How was I setting up the airlocks? I love democracy. Yeah. And we're... Nope, not new base. We need facilities for our base. And I believe I've been building just a singular subpen. Along with a corridor here. This is a representation of Russian democracy. Here, let's set up a vote. Never mind, no poll. Alright. It is fun that I can have votes for things now. It's just a little... I mean, can I even show it to you guys? Not really. The way that chat's cut off, there's a little plus underneath here. And now that I look at that, I can add people as moderators to the chat too if I wanted. That's something I'll look at later when there's more than 10 people. Well, I guess there are more than 10 people watching the stream. When there's more than 10 people chatting in the stream. That is true. I could have put Asia, Japan, you know, a third option that's the same thing as the poll. You can ban them too. I can also ban people. Discovering moderator options on the stream. But that is going to be the stream. We spent more than half of it. I believe it's more than half. Yeah, we spent more than half of it doing one mission. And then did some research. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I will probably do a stream on Friday of next week. The schedule may or may not be consistent, as we've seen this week. Again, I was going to wake up at 9, and then I sat up and it was 12:30. So, stream had to be delayed a little bit. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll just keep sending messages about when I plan on streaming. But until next time, thank you all for watching. And hope to see you next time.